Hello everyone. Welcome to the module on email etiquettes. Let's look at the learning objectives. At the end of this module, you should be able to organize different parts of an email, draft effective email messages, make clear use of language, tone, and readability. To begin with, did you know that almost 3.5 million emails are sent every second? People check their emails every 30 to 37 minutes. On an average, professionals receive more than 100 emails a day and sends out 40 business emails daily. Out of the 100 emails, only 14% of it is considered to be important. Now, let's reflect on few instances. How much time do you spend each day in searching your past emails? How much time do you spend each day to delete your old emails? Have you spent a lot of time or wasted your day by just checking your inbox than doing real work? Do you get confused about which email to reply first? Do you always have a clarity whether an email is actionable or non-actionable? Do you rework on same emails number of times? Do you sometimes miss to follow up on important emails? Why do you think it is important to use email as a medium to communicate rather than other platforms? It is important for any professionals to use email as a medium to communicate because it acts as a backup record for you to refer multiple times. It acts as a documentary proof or evidence. What is an email etiquette according to you? Yes. Email etiquette refers to the usage of appropriate language and formality in an email. In simple words, it is the do's and don'ts of an email. Why is following email etiquette important? In this digital world, it is crucial to draft proper emails to get desired responses. It is important because making silly errors can showcase that we hold a very casual attitude, and we may also lose our impression from managers, clients, or even from our team members. While drafting emails, there are certain protocols to be paid attention to. We shall take a look at them after an example. Joe is a project leader with 6 years of experience. Zia is a fresher who has just joined his team as a senior analyst. She needs his help to solve a technical issue. Here's how Zia drafts an email to Joe. Zia's message sounds so casual, impolite, and the subject line is vague. Therefore, when Joe reads the mail, the subject line doesn't indicate the purpose of the message. It conveys to him that the message is very casual, includes slang and grammatical errors. Overall, seems like Zia doesn't really care about business etiquettes. Moving on to the next, don't you think it is most important to structure your email well in order to get the results that you want? The structural components of an email includes address fields, subject line, salutation, the body and the ending. There are 3 sections in the address field. That is, to, CC, and BCC. We all know that in the to section, we mention the email ID of the primary person who need to receive your email message, or from whom you expect a response. We use CC, that is carbon copy section, to list the members who need to receive your email message, but from whom a response is not expected. When it comes to BCC, that is blind carbon copy, the email IDs that are included in this field are hidden from others. The second component is the subject line. As mentioned in Joe and Zia's scenario, this component conveys the gist of your message and helps recipients decide on how important it is to them. Let's look at what are the do's when writing a subject line. Keep the subject line short, crisp, and most importantly, don't miss out conveying the purpose of your message. Now let's look at the things that has to be avoided when writing a subject line. Don't use special characters and symbols like hashtag, star-like symbol, and percentage. Avoid using all capital letters. Never sound like an advertisement. The next component is salutation. Salutations can be formal or informal based on the rapport you share with the recipient. Here are a few formal salutations. Hello, dear, and hi. Informal salutations includes, hey, did you know? When using salutations like Miss, Mr. or Mistress, it is suggested to address the person with their surname rather than their first name. When compared to hi and hello, the salutation hey is considered informal. Moving on to the next, we have the body of an email. A few of the things to be considered while writing the body or the middle section of an email are: segregate the information or the content to most important and least important. The body doesn't always have to be in paragraphs. You can make use of the bulletin points or numbers as well. Just like the other components, the sign is also important. It is a logical closing point of an email. For example, it is appropriate to use thank you, thanks and regards, or just the regards. When ending an email, make sure to give the recipient your full name, designation, department and organization you belong to, official email address, official contact number. A lot of time, we would have sent emails by not attaching the file. To avoid this, you must always cross-check before clicking send, and you can also attach the file first and then compose your email. Your email will not be convincible if you miss out on these three in any part of your email. That is the tone, language, and readability. Tone is how you sound through the email to your recipient. The words you choose to use will reveal your attitude towards the reader and the message. Here are a few words that sound polite and rude. For example, thank you for your email sounds polite than thanks for your email. Isn't it? The final step before sending an email is to check if it is readable. To make it readable, you must clearly frame your thoughts and ideas into words. To make it readable, always pay attention to number of fonts used, font size, font alignment, font colors, line spacing, and, most importantly, punctuation marks. Let's do a quick recap. In this module, we looked at what is email etiquette, its relevance in the corporate world with few examples, and the structural components of an email. That is, the address fields, subject line, salutations, sign-off, signature, and formatting, which includes the tone, language, and readability. Now that we know how to write an email effectively, try identifying and correcting the errors in this email. Thank you.